Today on Just Answering Questions with Wabtech, a red letter day. On my video about Chernobyl's 28 deaths in 1986 versus Fukushima's 0 deaths in 2011 being 6.66 times worse than Fukushima, we have some intelligent rebuttals, and of course not. I wonder how much the Chinese government paid this beautiful man, Wabtech, you're the one who asterisked it out, so that must be what you typed, to make this video. It's not the Chinese government, it's the Japanese government, you dickhead. Next. He has no idea what he's talking about. I'm citing my sources. Why don't you point out that I got it wrong, or what the sources are supposed to be, instead of, whatever. He should go suck on a fuel rod before he makes another video. Fuel rods for nuclear power plants, if they haven't been exposed to each other so that they don't react, are cased in nickel, so technically you can do that without killing yourself, but I wouldn't do it. Next person. You're the most retarded a-hole I've ever heard. You're new to the net, apparently. Fukushima is thousands of times worse than Chernobyl, you stupid fork-tard liar. But it isn't. There were more deaths from Fukushima than at Chernobyl? No. Less. There was more contamination? No. Less. For the same reason nuclear bombs set off in the ocean produced less radioactive contaminants. And also, compared to on land, even the Russian government agrees with this. Why are you arguing with them? They're the ones who actually measure this shit. And so do people in the United States and everybody else. You won't go out and measure anything. Links below me to the channel called Forbid TV. Next. Oh, and if you want the truth, all the truth, and honestly, when it comes to Fukushima, Dana Dunford has been reporting on Fukushima and related nuclear industry lies and cover-ups and murders, etc. for years. But he keeps lying about things overtly by pointing to a source he misquotes or just flat out says the opposite of a lot. I got done debunking him years ago. My rule is if I debunk a video and you don't even do a response or acknowledge it, we're done. He also deletes every comment that says he's wrong, so he never has to be wrong. One of his sites on YouTube, this Wabtech is not even close to the facts or truth. You use truth and discernment and other words that people use along with earth changes and other bullshit wording. I actually use facts. If you want to point out that I have a fact wrong, you could respond to that. Now I'm going to explain why this was done this way. Pure village idiot and should be put down. Okay, now that's a threat to hurt me. Get in line with everybody else who's ended up in jail. Now, I don't even arrest anybody. Just go ahead, look me up, try to find me. You might want to look for someone else who did it. Oh, you can't. Because one of the rules, if you don't want to go to jail in Portland for harassing or chasing me down because of the way I arranged for you to be stupidly involved in screwing with somebody who's actually important, I'm not, is you're not permitted to tell anybody about it, and you aren't permitted to do it again. You lose your channel and a lot of other things. And then you get to leave Portland. That's your best outcome. Because of the way these idiots behave. One too many sovereign citizens showing up at some cop's house. It's funny as hell. I love the videos. Not even fit to speak on anything. How? Now that I heard his BS. Yes, and I'm sure you didn't watch the entire video or any of it. So I'm going to explain what this is about, if anybody's curious. I did a video a while ago where I complained about people posting nasty comments and not responding to me, below me. I also did part of the video was about how I'm demanding, I'm forcing, I'm compelling you. You will obey me to do X, Y, Z. Okay, let me explain this. A really well-trained troll on the internet knows to never acknowledge what you said, never contradict what you say, and just keep making assertions over and over again to drive you up the walls. The person I told, you can't post here anymore because you won't respond to what I've said and acknowledge that I've said it, he's not going to post anymore. It doesn't even matter what I said or what he said. He doesn't care anymore. The point is to act dominant by deferring and ignoring people. You see people do this, they're politicians and whatever. They just act like nothing about you is relevant. You are not given any you're not treated as if anything you say or do is significant. You're treated as an insignificant nothing, even though they go out of their way to contact you. Now I'm reading your comment here and I'll put a link below, and you're never going to be posting again because you have to actually you have to actually post on topic and discuss something. If you can't do it, I don't have a reason to let your comments post because they're non-productive. But I will archive them. And yes, this guy hit cap lock, so when you read it, scream it, because it feels good. I was going to do a screamy one, but I decided not to. Now, why am I bother reading these? I'm acknowledging what you're saying by literally saying what it is and then responding to it. Your methods were to ignore everything I said, not reply about it, not even address it, and bring up something else, like Dana Dunford's better because I said so, or you're being paid by the Chinese government to cover up for Fukushima in Japan. This is the level of criticism I get. Now, this is the point, and I was ranting about it yesterday. We shouldn't give participation trophies out, and this is a participation trophy. These people are losers. You can't even discuss the subject because you know if you do, you will lose. I won because you didn't bother playing. Thanks for watching. Bye.